The today topic is NLP, that is Natural Language Processing. So the natural language processing, you can see there are so many text on the screen, and I want to mine this text lab. When you click on the Google Colab, it will ask you to open any, but I want to create new one. There are so many files I have uploaded, but I want to create the new one. So when you want to create the new one, you can click on the file, the new notebook in Drive. Rename it. NLP. So it is just the name. Now the question is that the similar I want to type here. So the process of the NLP, and it depend on you if you want to add any link of the image. Go back to the image. Click and copy image. You can see the NLP images are there. Natural language processing. Now I have opened the Google Colab. Here it is also the cloud-based ID. And now the second, I have opened the Kaggle, and it is your profile and the settings. So when you click the create new token, the private databases, so create new token. So when you create the new token, so it will automatically download one file like kaggle.json. I repeat my question again. Firstly, you have to move forward to your profile, go back to the settings, and click on the create token. So when you click on the create token, so kaggle.json file is downloaded automatically. You can use the security key of the Kaggle. So because now I want to fetch the data of Kaggle to the Google Colab. That is the thing. So the Kaggle is also provide some built-in data sets. Now, firstly, I want to type and to check how many data list are there. So ls command. It show the name sample data when you click on the left hand side. You can see the sample data show the ls. On the left hand side you can see the sample data is here. So the ls basically show the listing. So when you click on this one, so firstly I want to install the Kaggle file. So you can click here, pip install. So the Kaggle provide this kind of the code. Again it will execute. See, these are the commands, some useful commands which I will use one by one from google.colab import file, file.upload. Then I will make the directory like mkdir, and then use to upload the JSON file. When the JSON file successfully uploaded, then we will move forward to the kaggle.json. Then to change the permission, change mode 600 to the particular file. And I want to show the complete data set from the Kaggle. Go back to the window. So that is the reason I choose here. Now click the code. Now I want to zoom it. So I want to import the file. So from google.colab and import files. So with the help of file upload. So when you type this particular code, so the Google Colab to download the file which I have downloaded from the Colab, the Kaggle. So when you execute this command, so the Google Colab will give you the two options, choose file and the cancel upload. So firstly click on the choose file. And go back to there and click on the kaggle.json. And again click on this. Now click on the code. And I want to change to the directory. So we know very well we have the command like cp, copy the file, kaggle.json into Kaggle environment. So when you run this command, so you can see it is just the folder area. So the file is there, but I want to copy into the Kaggle. So when you click, so it say the kaggle.json. Okay, so we cannot run directly this because the Kaggle is not there. So I want to add some more thing, and to add into the upward, then I want to create the mkdir. So it will automatically provide the complete. No need to the p. you can simply copy, and I have already write this particular command to the below. So now you can execute the mkdir kaggle, and now try to click the CP. Now you can click them. So the directory created successfully and the kaggle file is copied. Now you can change the permission, the second level. To change mode inside the .kaggle, kaggle.json. Like we can read them. So it will automatically provide the complete path of my file. Then you can click there. So it will change the permission to the file. And the fifth step, basically the Kaggle dataset. So after running these commands, so I want to show the Kaggle dataset. So when you execute this command, so it will provide the most of the datasets available in Kaggle environment. So class, I have successfully set the Google Colab, firstly the NLT, and install the Kaggle, and how we can upload the file. I have set all these things. If I want to fetch out the data after this one, so the Kaggle provide you this kind of the code like Kaggle competition and the download. So what is this? Whenever you go through, so you can click on the competition. So inside the competition, you can see there are so many active competition are there, but it is paid still. That, but still, when you click this, so it provides so many descriptions. Inside this, you can see the data is there. So the sample submission test and the train, and it is just the data which you can download. Kaggle competition download, Quora in CCA question certification. And to click add to collections. So when you click add to collection, so I have already create the add to collections. You can create new one to give any name and you can add them. So I want to add the collections, the similar, you can give the Quora classifications and you can create them, but I want to create two. You can see that the Quora in CCR questions classification successfully added. So whenever you click on the competition, so you can see there are so many, and you can click your work. Inside your work, you can see I have added this data, Quora in sincere classification. 5 years ago. So when you click, so inside the click, so it is just that store the complete text of the notebook. And when you click on the data, so you can see it provide this code. I want to copy this and go back to the this one. And want to download the Quora in CCR questions. So there are so many data set are there. So when I click on this, but still I have not completely typed. So it will downloading the data set from the Kaggle. I have successfully downloaded the data here, Quora in CCR questions. So when you click, the file train CSV inside this data. You can see only the one file is downloaded. If you not pass this one, so it will download all the file. Once you have downloaded data set successfully, so now this time to set the Kaggle environment. So whenever you fetch out the data from the Kaggle, so firstly you have to set the environment Kaggle os.environment. So how we can fetch out the data from this one? So there are so many coding like OS environment. So let's see one by one how we can fetch out the data from here. So the discussion, inside the discussion there are the thing. Okay, nice. So go back to there and to try very effective. Like is there any environment Kaggle? So I want to check. So firstly I want to ready the environment like is Kaggle. Kaggle kernel runtime. This is the beauty of the Google Colab. It will automatically suggest, but it say like the code suggested the license. So if so it will provide like if Kaggle, so the complete data, so the competition data Quora, so you can download this one, but still I want to create my folder. and inside this kaggle.json basically come 2 times. So I want to copy all the data into the data directory, input and the Cora instance here. So the dot dot basically 2 folder back, input, it is just the data, and train f name, and again data dir train. Now similar, I want to fetch out the test f name and sample. So now I have successfully give the name all the 3 datasets: sample, submission, test and the train. Now I want to use the else os dot environment and configure to all. So I want to download this data like forcefully, the p data. So these are the beauty of the data, like the Cora train and the test and the sample submission. So now you can see I have successfully used this data. So when I successfully loaded, so I want to provide this complete data. So that is the beauty of the Google Colab. It will totally set the environment and try to execute. Okay. Okay, the problem is that the if in a capital manner, so in the small, very nice. So the successfully I have loaded all the data set from the Google Colab competition. You know that we have the competition. So you can see I have successfully downloaded the data. Now I want to open the Kaggle environment and I want to fetch out all the train CSV test and the sample submission file and want to store here train name, test and submission. Now I want to click them. I have successfully loaded all this file. You can see here. Sample dataset. All the sample datasets are there. Inside the data, you can see the three files are there because I give the name data. So once you have successfully loaded the data,